Hey guys, welcome back. Today let's talk about the best F2P teams that we can use in Marvel Mystic Mayhem. So I'm going to show you the different teams that I have. As I said, this is going to be F2P teams over here. So I'm trying to put free characters that we have in different teams and build the best one for you in different situations. As you know, we have different challenges, so you might want to use like different team comps for like different challenges, since you need to have certain characters to do the damage. So either skill type characters or the physical ones. So we can always mix and match, and good thing that most of the characters that we have are good, so there's a lot of choices. But for now, let's just talk about different teams that we can use. First of all, the balance team that we have. So Hulk as a defender, he obviously defends pretty well. He heals himself and takes most of the damage, also deals like enough damage in my opinion. Then we have your fighter Psylocke, because she's insane. She deals lots of damage and you need to build her up as soon as you can. And also Sleepwalker as someone who buffs you, like increases your attack over here when this one. So the buff skill, it only costs like 2 mana. That's great, and increase the damage of the next skill of your character, and you can use it on Psylocke or even Hulk. And then you can also heal, of course. So this is kind of a balanced one. It's a tanky one. You have your defender, you have your healer, and then you also have your fighter. Instead of Sleepwalker, if you have Doctor Strange, you can also use him instead of Sleepwalker, so that would also be good. But I'm not sure if you already have Doctor Strange. I mean, I think most of the regular characters like Doctor Strange, Emma Frost, or even Sentry, everyone already has them. If you already did some of the summonings early game, you must have them. But if you don't, then as an F2P account and a player, you can always use these 3 characters. Instead of Hulk, again, you can use Sentry if you have him, and he is just my favorite character at the moment and the strongest one, and we'll see how it goes later on. So this is going to be a perfectly balanced team. And then the second team would be this one. I named it as the attack follow-up team because every single character here has an attack follow-up skill. So mainly this is an attacking team. You don't have any defenders, you don't have any healers, so you're just gonna do lots of damage, and it's good because you can follow up attacks. So first of all, Psylocke has this butterfly effect when she starts the game. So with this butterfly effect, she does a follow-up attack, and then after using the butterfly, if you do any of her skills, then you will again get the butterfly shadow effect to do a follow-up attack. So you mainly do 2 attacks at the same time, and that's how you can deal more damage, heavier damage, if you are going for something like that. And other than her, Lady Bullseye again does a follow-up attack as well. So over here there's a 50% chance to do a follow-up attack, but if you buff her up, use this skill, then you'll get 100% chance to do the follow-up attack, which is great. And then the main attack skill, which does the most damage, even higher than the ultimate, reduces the mana to 2 costs whenever you do a follow-up attack. So this is easy to gain, and you can just do back-to-back skills with only 2 mana costs, which is insane, as she does lots of damage. So this is great. And then I just recently found Echo. I just got her recently. Instead of Echo, I was using Misty Knight, so she's also great. She does heavy damage, especially with her passive, and also she debuffs the enemy, gaining 1 mana when the enemy is defeated. So again, you can do lots of back-to-back attack over here, so this is great. But then I just recently got Echo, so make sure that you can use this one. Okay, Misty Knight, this is a great team, but I just recently got Echo, and I realized that Echo also does a follow-up attack. So her passive applies echoing to a random enemy for 10 seconds, and after an ally attacks echoing targets with a skill or ultimate move, Echo performs a follow-up attack again. So you can also have this one, and then with her ultimate skill you can again apply echoing. So she can again do follow-up attacks, and this will be a great one as well. Instead of Echo again, you can use Misty Knight or even Devil Dino. Or if you want a tank, you can also use armor to, you know, make it a little bit more balanced and have a defender in your team as well. Now moving on to this one, the tank physical one. If you want to use a physical team to do physical damage, it's good to have this one. So you have armor, because Psylocke does special damage and not physical one. So here you have armor, one of the great defenders in the game, so also build her up. As I said, I'm using Sentry at the moment, that's why I haven't built up armor yet, but I'm gonna do it very soon. So armor would be your defender, and then you have Lady Bullseye again to attack and, you know, deal lots of damage, and then Misty Knight as well. So this is going to be a great tank physical team that we have. And another team would be this one. Maybe Doctor Strange is not a free character. I mean, you can summon for him for free, but some players might not have him. If you do, this will be a great team as well as an F2P team, because Devil Dino does lots of damage with her special skill, like the ultimate move. This does lots of damage AoE, and it's super great. Also this one, the attack skill itself. And the way that you're gonna play is to use the buff of Doctor Strange and gain the skill that grants an ally 75 ultimate energy. This one, the Ageless Vishanti. So this is what you're gonna get, and then put it on Devil Dino again, Moongir and Devil Dino, to do the ultimate almost back to back, and that's how you're gonna clear the stage. And obviously armor is there to defend and, you know, keep the team alive. Also you can heal everyone with Doctor Strange. And last but not least, this obviously is not an F2P. I mean, you can still summon for them if you're lucky to get them, but I'm just showing this because this is my main team at the moment. I'm using Sentry, Psylocke, and Emma Frost. So Emma Frost buffs up anyone that does skill damage, special damage, like the blue ones, these characters. And then Sentry, obviously a defender, deals AoE lots of damage. If you play well with him, he deals insane amount of damage. And Psylocke is just one of the best characters in the game as well. I just want to show you my team that I mainly use. My to-go team is this one. And other than this, if I want to use a physical one, what I'm doing at the moment is these three. But instead of Angela, you can also use armor again for the defender, or even Devil Dino. So this also, which I had this team, the tanky, tank physical one. So this is also like the physical team that I'm using, doing physical challenges, and then special skill challenges are the blue ones, as I mentioned. And if I want to do a single target challenge with single target enemies, I mainly use these three to do the single target attack or challenges. So again, instead of Misty Knight, you can use Echo, which will be the second team that I show you. So what I'm trying to say is that it's super easy to mix and match different characters together, and they work pretty well with each other. The main thing is that you build up your character well, max level, and then also artifacts and, you know, highlights and everything else, especially the skills. But then all these combos that I mentioned would work pretty well with each other. And obviously, if you have the limited characters, if you have Scarlet Witch, then lucky you can use Scarlet Witch over here, even instead of Sentry or Psylocke, and also like add Doctor Strange if you want. Then obviously that team wouldn't die at all, and you're gonna deal lots of damage with Scarlet Witch. Or if you have Iron Man, then you can go with this team, and then instead of Misty Knight, use Iron Man over here. Then the physical one would be great. So lucky you if you have those characters. If not, then these teams that I mentioned would be pretty useful. As you can see, I don't have them, but I'm doing like most of the challenges in the game. I'm trying to build them up as well. Then yeah, that's the whole thing. Let me know down in the comment section what are your thoughts, and if you have any other team comms or any suggestions, write down in the comment section. Later on, I'm gonna make videos about different characters and how to build them up properly. Until then, have fun and stay tuned.